Hey guys, today I want to share with you what is in my minimalist purse. And in the past I've shared with you guys what I carry in my wristlet and my crossbody purse, but I do also work remotely, and so there are definitely times when having a bigger purse comes in handy, and that's exactly why I have this Everlane day bag. And it's a super beautiful, simple, minimal design that basically holds everything that I need to be able to bring my work with me everywhere, as well as just carry pretty much anything that I could need for longer excursions out of the house. So I want to share with you guys exactly what is in this purse, and this is something that I invested in, I want to say around 4 months ago, and I use it all the time, but that's probably enough background. Let me go ahead and show you guys what exactly is in this purse. Now, the first thing that I keep in there is this little envelope clutch, and this is something that's come in really handy for me because I like being able to carry my MacBook Pro when I go out, especially working remotely. Everything I do all centers around this laptop, and so I actually struggled a lot to find a good case for this specific laptop because it's a little bit smaller than your typical 13.5-inch computer. I actually ordered a couple of cases for it and had to return them because I couldn't find the perfect fit. But this clutch actually is the exact right size, so that kind of protects my MacBook and allows me to be able to travel with it safely in my purse. And yeah, my computer is the MacBook Pro, the 2018 edition. I do a lot of video editing, photo editing, and just generally high-powered different things on my computer, if you will. And so having a high-powered computer was really important to me, and so last year I upgraded my computer and have absolutely loved this little guy. Like, it's so compact and slight, but really is a powerful computer, laptop, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, so that's the first thing that I carry, is just my MacBook Pro, and then I usually keep it inside this envelope clutch. The great thing is that this clutch definitely can be used for other things, but probably its most common use by me is as a nice little cover for my computer. Okay, moving on, the next thing that I typically keep in my bag is a reusable water bottle. I really like this particular one from the brand Simple Modern, but I just love how simple the design is and the fact that this top actually unscrews and you can actually replace it with a tea mug. So I've got a 2-in-1 tea mug and a nice little tumbler, I think is what it's called. So it's really useful. I love being able to not have to buy water bottles when I'm out, and so having a slightly more sustainable option for consuming liquids always comes in handy, and I get dehydrated really easily, so having water on me is always something that I like to do when I'm going to be out for longer. So it's great that I now have a purse that can actually fit a water bottle. Plus, just a little side note, but I love this like wood grain that it has on it. Pretty cool looking. Okay, moving on. Next up, I have my little wallet, and this is honestly, when I'm only going out for a short period of time, usually all that I carry with me. It's very simple, minimal, and does the trick for me. I don't really keep that much in here, but I will show you what I do keep in there. First off, I have my little card wallet, and this has things like my debit card, my BJ's card, AAA, healthcare, things like that. So that definitely is something that I always want to have on hand, so that's obviously great to have. And then I do have a little bit of cash in here. I always like trying to have at least a 20 on me wherever I go, just because you never know when you're going to run out of gas, you're going to just be in a situation where you need to use cash. And so having a 20 on me is definitely always something I try to do. And the last thing I keep in here is a Beauty Counter lipstick, and this is in the color Twig, and I'm not at all a lipstick person, but Beauty Counter's lipsticks are fantastic because they feel like lip balm. They like are moisturizing for your lips instead of drying them out completely, and they stay on really well. And so I've been converted to actually wearing lipstick occasionally. I love the neutral color of this, and it just is kind of like a your lips but a little bit nicer, which if I'm out and trying to look nicer, it's always nice to have. And because it's so moisturizing, I just have started carrying it as an alternative to a lip balm in my little wristlet. So if I'm going out for a short period of time or I'm not going to be working, I'm probably only going to take this wristlet, but if I'm going to be gone for a longer period of time, I love just being able to slide this wristlet into the larger purse and take it with me as I go. Okay, next up I have the iPhone 8. And I mean, it's just my phone. I carry it with me wherever I go, and so when I'm carrying a purse, rather than tucking it in a pocket, I prefer just to leave it in the purse. And then one of the bigger items I keep in here is this nice little reusable cloth bag, which I use to hold all of the electronics I'm going to need if I'm going to be working out of the house all day, or if I'm going to be just gone for an extended period of time. So first off, I keep naturally the cord and charger to my MacBook Pro. I mean, the battery on my computer does last a long time, so if I'm not going to be out for 2 or 3 hours, I might not bring it. But if I'm going to be gone for probably anything more than 5, bringing my charger is definitely something I'm going to want to do. The same thing goes for my phone. Once again, for smaller and shorter excursions where I'm just going to be working out of the house for a few hours, probably wouldn't bring this, but definitely having a charger is always handy, and kind of alongside that, the last thing that I keep in here is a portable charger. So if I'm near a wall, I can always plug my charger in to charge my phone if I need that. But also I like having this portable charger that has, I want to say it's like 3 full charges for either a computer or phone. So it definitely has come in handy a lot, especially when I'm doing longer travels, if I'm going on like an overseas trip, or just flying in general. This is definitely something that I like to have on me. So those 3 all fit really well into this little bag. And then I have a few miscellaneous things hanging around in here. The first off is my set of headphones. These are just the classic Apple headphones, and I have used a hair clip to tie them up with. And this is really handy because if I need to clip my hair back, I can always use it for that. But when it's not being used, it's really good at just keeping the cord tidy and not getting too tangled up. I also keep a pen in here, which comes in handy for natural reasons. It's always nice to be able to have something to be able to write with, and this is a pen that I actually particularly love. The Pilot G207 pens last forever and just work so well. I also keep a little perfume here. I wear the C perfume by Giorgio Armani. I personally love the scent, and I like being able to have a little travel perfume with me pretty much wherever I go. I like being able to smell good, what can I say? I also always have a lip balm in my purse. This is the Coconut Cacao lip balm from Meow Meow Tweet, and I think this is a really cool lip balm because it's actually made out of sustainable packaging. It's made from cardboard, which is awesome. I have to say I was a little bit unsure of the scent Coconut Cacao when I first got it, but I have become obsessed with it since then. That happens to me for a lot of things like tea flavors and stuff. Sometimes it just like takes a little bit of getting used to, and then I love it, which definitely was the case for this guy, but it's also like a massive tube, so this thing has and is going to last me forever. And then the last thing I keep in here is a little scrunchie. I mean, I have been putting my hair up a lot more recently, and especially when I'm studying or working, I often find that my hair can just kind of get in the way a little bit. And so having something on hand to just be able to put my hair up is always nice. This is a encircled scrunchie, I believe, which they make out of dead stock fabrics. It's just the only scrunchie I own. And so I use it and like to have it on hand, especially if I'm going to be studying. Like I say, I like putting up my hair, and it's just useful. Okay, so that's everything I keep in my purse, but now that it's empty, let me just quickly show you the inside. It is a very simple bucket type bag that just holds everything. It does have one little pocket right here, which is often where I'll put things like the perfume, the lip balm, or perhaps my phone. But it all just kind of gets put in here. That's kind of why I have some stuff sorted into bags, just to provide some organization to the purse. But yeah, this thing is really well constructed. It's been really sturdy for me, and yeah, I really like it. Everlane has like some really high quality, specifically leather goods, which, I mean, if you're vegan, obviously, like, I totally get that, but I do find that their stuff lasts a really long time, and I love that. And I also think that the neutral color of this is really fun, fits with most of my wardrobe, so it's a super versatile bag that I personally, with working remotely, with traveling, with even going on like an overnight trip, this is really all I need. And so this has been a really versatile bag that I'm really happy I invested in. I'd always been like a small crossbody purse type of person. That was really all I owned for years, and recently invested in a larger purse and have been able to use it a lot. But yeah, let's go ahead and put everything back in this and we'll wrap this up. well, there you have it. That's everything I keep in my minimalist, I guess you'd call it a day purse. I've really found it to be an intentional number of items that allows me to work remotely, have anything on hand that I could need if I'm going to be out for a longer period of time, while also not being complete overkill and just having too many things on hand. I'm curious though what you guys carry in your purse or bag on a daily basis. What are your essentials that you never try to leave the house without? Do you work remotely, and how does, when you're working remotely look different in what you carry with you versus when you are simply just going out for a couple hours? I know for me it varies a lot. Anyways, let me know what you guys carry with you on a daily basis, and if you guys are interested in any of the items I mentioned. Obviously, if you don't need them, totally forget about this, but if you guys are looking for any links, I'll try to have them linked up in the description box below. That is everything I have for you today though, guys. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I make videos twice a week about minimalism and intentional living, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you join me, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you all so much. Bye.